This is the Ford Mustang GT3 EVO. It races in the Pro Class here in GT World Challenge America, powered by AWS. Who better to help us break it down than Dollahite Racing's Chief Engineer, Michael Skinner. Michael, there's been a lot of updates to the Mustang. It's been a fan favorite. Let's start to talk through them a little bit here. What's changed first at the front of the car?
Yeah, so quite a bit really. So starting with the front, the most noticeable thing would be these awesome aggressive looking canards. These help with aero balance. So we get a little bit more aero balance at the front, but then also it's less pitch sensitive too. So instead of relying on the floor to make all of our downforce, these can help create downforce and allow us to run higher ride heights as well. They reprofiled the splitter to allow it to wear better without damaging the beautiful carbon fiber too. So it's more durable and also, yeah, just more versatile too, so we can run higher ride heights now with the new front aero changes.
Well, in endurance racing, that's a huge aspect. That'll come into play with the longer formats this year and even the Indy 8-hour.
Yeah, absolutely. So another area that, speaking of endurance racing, really I think where we'll get some benefits will be these awesome Brembo brakes here.
Yeah.
They're larger. They actually have more cooling vanes than the old outgoing brakes too. So they're a better heat sink. They dissipate the heat better as well. And after our first run at Sonoma, we were really impressed with their performance, and I think the longevity will definitely help us out during those long 8-hour races.
And a round of new BBS wheels as well.
Yeah, I'm a huge BBS fan. I love these wheels. They're beautiful, but they're also functional too. So these aid with the brake cooling, believe it or not. So it's a little more open spoke design. And they're also a lot more stiffer as well too. So that translates to what the driver feels behind the wheel. And they're a little lighter too. So it's just kind of a win all around.
And a change front and rear is some of the suspension geometry as well. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so another big area that Ford focused on was kinematics. So the anti-dive and the anti-squat characteristics of the car are more controlled. So the car is now more friendly to drive for our bronze and silver drivers. But also the kinematics help with taking care of the tires too. So the car isn't really asking as much of the front tires like it used to. And then it's also keeping more of a stable aero platform too.
Let's move to the gorgeous rear end of the car. You mentioned the aero.
Yeah, so the rear of the car has always worked really well. So what we've been able to do now is with the EVO package is get an extra couple degrees of wing angle if we need to. With the diffuser, earlier Mustang GT3s, the diffuser kind of stuck out just past this plane here, and that made it susceptible to some argy-bargy, right, action too. So Ford's done a great job, redesigned this to really fit along the contour of the rear bumper, so hopefully it stays a little cleaner throughout the race.
Well, I think one of the things that fans really identify with this car is that roaring, thunderous V8. It's massive, 5.4 liters, about 550 horsepower, in a car that really only weighs around 2,800 pounds, depending on balance of performance and things like that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Coyote V8 that powers this thing, because I think in terms of fans identifying with this car, fans of the Mustang, will certainly recognize that glorious sound.
Yeah, it's still a Mustang through and through, so it still has the Coyote-based V8, naturally aspirated. So we get a lot of questions. Is this the same thing as a GTD? No, it's not. So it's actually similar in look, but really, it's all still naturally aspirated. So no supercharger hiding under here.
It's amazing how low slung the engine is too.
Yeah. So with being a GT3 race car, right? You'll notice this isn't the street car subframe, so the engine's been able to be lowered and moved back. Now, similar to the GTD, it does have a rear transaxle as well. This allows us to move the center of gravity more central to the car. But yeah, also looking over here, this is the one area that Ford didn't really need to mess with the EVO package. So they've done a great job of making this a very flexible and reliable engine. Yeah, runs like a clock, and it just sounds amazing too, and it's a big fan favorite. And it revs high too, which is one of my favorite attributes.
I was going to say, it's pretty easy to identify on track because you could hear it coming for about half of the lap.
You can even, yeah, exactly. So this airbox makes a big roar too. You can hear it coming towards you and then also going away. So it's, I love the way it sounds.
Well, let's put it in context. There's a lot of changes. They left the engine alone, but you've touched the aero, you've touched the brakes, the wheels, a lot of the suspension geometry, some of the aerodynamics as well. There's a lot of other manufacturers that have made changes to their cars. How are yours going to help Dollahite and Ford stay in front?
Yeah, I think these changes all work together. So some other manufacturers might have focused on maybe a few areas where Ford really looked at this thing from a whole really. And so I think improving the durability, the running costs with the splitter jab rock, the kinematic changes as well. That just really takes care of the tires. So now we get a lot better tire management. And then, yeah, also more stable aero platform too. So now our silver and bronze drivers can extract the most out of the car just like a pro would.
Well, even in last year's iteration, this car ran pretty well. You won here at COTA, plenty of wins throughout the rest of the season. Now you're getting to fight in the pro class, and if the updates are anything to go by, some of the competitors might have to get used to the sound of the thunderous V8 rolling past.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Remember, you can see this car, the Ford Mustang GT3, and the rest of the GT World Challenge America grid at any of the SRO America weekends this season.